Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, after 3 consecutive challenges on the resistance of 78.15 for the Australian dollar, the market once again rejects and it presently is showing potential for a move towards the downside. With the immediate support seen at 77.30, you could see that challenge that's been waited for some time now at 76.90. A couple of things to take note is that the US dollar, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, is showing bullish divergence. And if so, we could see a bull run very, very soon. I do anticipate any upside attempts should again fail around that 78.15 level. Now, as I mentioned, the euro is now showing weakness. Now, if we do see this pattern continue, I do anticipate that we see a buckle in the trend and see a pullback towards 119.90 or even lower, with the region still holding somewhere around 118.50, 70 area, which I've highlighted down here. But there is a couple of things to be before we get bearish. Firstly, we need to see the bears get back on the path. But it's the key that I'm looking at, which is the bullish divergence from the DXY or the US dollar index, and therefore could see that move down. This in terms could see the dollar yen still a little bit unfazed in taking the upside challenge, with the cap still holding at 109, figure 25. If we do see that challenge fail again, then we are looking back towards the bottom side of the range around 107 to about 106.80. Keep an eye on these technicals, they're not fully broken down for the bears to be guided lower, but there is potential, as I say, from the dollar index too. If we do see a breakout in the bull run to the dollar, then we could see the sterling buckle away from that level around 139.60.80 and see a challenge back to the downside, and that could be looking towards that 138 level. So it's a good 170 points. But I feel overall it's time for the US dollar to recover. That would mean the failed attempts on this 151.90 for sterling yen could now turn to the downside and refocus on the 150 to about 149 level. The other factor as well is due to the bearish outside range they posted last night in gold. I do anticipate further tests on the support and therefore could see, with the close of 1,770 looking back to 1,746. I do anticipate the bear case to strengthen with the factor of the RSI under the midway point, and keep an eye on the MACD. And if the dollar index does stage a bull run, then pretty much the pattern is set up for this pullback. A little bit of a challenge to the upside for oil around 64.35.45, but no follow through. Now, if we do see that dollar index strengthening, that would put a bit of stress on oil and see a pullback to this trend line, which is somewhere around 61.30.40. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoyed a great start to this new weekend.